all have names. We'll find out what they eat, how much they eat, and how old some of these horses are as well. So keep it here on Power Breakfast. We've got much more here from the new Muthaiga Stables, talking horseback riding and rearing as well. All right, Ernest, if you can just make your way over here, please. I feel safer when you're around. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Ernest, the owner of the new Muthaiga Stables. We do have horse riding here, and we have a couple of horses where we teach people how to ride. So we encourage all Kenyans and all the people to come and learn how to ride. Our horses are very gentle, as you can see. That's her first time. This is a bit scared, but our horses are very gentle. As you can see, this is Daniel, and we have a couple of others inside. So it's a good thing. Kenyans should come and learn and not be scared. It's not too expensive, as also it's something that everybody can afford. So thank you. Yeah.
All right, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the business of raising horses, how old these horses are, what they eat, what's their day-to-day routine like?
Normally we feed horses, they eat hay, a type of hay called Boma Roads, and also we feed horse meal, and we give a lot of things to them because, as you can see, they are very heavy animals and very beautiful, so they need to eat also well. We feed a couple of things, even multivitamins, where we normally buy in Karen. So to keep them in shape, because our horses are not like any other animal. It's just for people come here to entertain themselves, to learn, and they should not learn with skinny, not nice-looking horses. So we have to keep them in shape. We feed them properly. They eat 3 times a day. We have to feed them in the morning, at lunch, and in the evening. Yeah, just to keep them, to make sure that they're in shape and they're happy. Yeah.
We were talking earlier to some of your staff is here, and they were telling us some of them are born here, but there's one particularly, I think his name is Chocolate, that you got from South Africa, and actually he does some of the jumps as well. Maybe you can tell us about that.
Yeah. Okay, Chocolate, we do have, we buy them from different places, but mostly we buy them from the racecourse when they retire. If you need, because we have my clients, some of them, they do competitions. Like now, Chocolate is a private horse, and the owner normally jumps. So in case we need more advanced horses, we go to South Africa, or we train ourselves here. Yeah, but most of our horses, we buy them from the racecourse. But in case somebody is more advanced, we normally buy them from South Africa. Yeah.
How old is this horse?
My girl is 8 years old. Yeah, he's an X-race horse. And as you can see, he's very quiet and very gentle. Daniel also is from the racecourse. And also in your dreams is an Explorer horse, the one that on your left. So, yeah. So most of them we can breed them here, but breeding the horses is a bit expensive for us. So we normally buy them instead of breeding them. Because as you can understand, this is a riding school. If you have a horse which is pregnant, you cannot ride it. Yeah, so we normally buy them from the racecourse or from Poro, or even from South Africa. Yeah.
One thing that people know about horses is that they're quite expensive. How much would it be to buy a horse like this? And also just the maintenance. You're talking about them eating 3 times a day, and I'm sure that the hay is not cheap either. So talk about the expense of it all.
In terms of the budget of a horse, they range. Not all of them that you can have. They're like cars. If you buy a Mercedes-Benz, if you buy a Range Rover, if you buy a Toyota, they are totally different prices, depending on the ability of the horse and the experience. But the range of like thoroughbreds, which you normally buy from the racecourse, like my girl and Daniel, the range is about 350,000 Kenya shillings, even 400. But when you want to buy a more advanced horse, especially from South Africa, they can range up to 1,800,000. So they're a bit expensive. But we have come up with a budget where every Kenyan can afford that, because we normally charge 2,000 for 1 hour to ride. Yeah, so they range. Yeah, they are not all of them. They are not the same. Because of the age, the horse can be old, which will be a bit cheaper. Some they are young and more experienced, which they go a bit expensive. But normally the range is 400 to 500 in the local market. But if you go outside, you can buy like even 800,000 to 1 million Kenya shillings. Yeah.
All right. Now, I understand that you have different varieties of horses here. There are ponies. I was told there's a big pony, small pony, and the regular horses as well. I think we're going to try and make our way up that way so we can see the variety of horses here at the new Muthaiga stables. If our director will go ahead and... All right. Oh, we have someone riding on the other side. That's nice. All right. So which horse is that?
That horse is called In Your Dreams. In Your Dreams is an Explorer horse, which is a very, very gentle horse. Most of my riders, especially ladies, because of fear of falling, they prefer to ride In Your Dreams. As you can see, it's not a horse that can take off with you. So it's a horse which is very, very gentle, and it's very favorite with my clients, especially ladies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gentle now.
Yeah. Yeah. Once he's a bit experienced, so... But once you are learning how to ride, it's a very safe horse to learn with.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we'll be making our way up that way, Mr. Director. So we can see, as you can see, all the horses have names on the gate of the various stables. So we'll get to meet a couple of those. I don't know how I'm going to get up there. Can I get down? Like,
No.
do I? Oh no. I stay on.
Yeah. You can just kick, my girl. Just tell him to go. Is just to kick there, and he's going to move forward. Come on, girl. That's good. Let's go, girl.
All right, here we are. Oh my God.
So you just relax.
Okay.
Sit back.
Okay.
They are very gentle animals.
They're very big and very gentle. Wow. All right. Remember, keep that hashtag going. It's Power Breakfast. You can tweet at Citizen TV Kenya. If you have any horse-related questions, we have experts here to tell us more. All right, here we are. So tell us who we're seeing now.
So that is Chocolate. Chocolate is the South African one, is for competition, but those are private horses where we do keep for other people. In case you have your own horse and you don't know where to keep it, we usually stable for other people. So we have Chocolate and Daniel. The Daniel is the big one, the brown chestnut one. And then we have Ivadi. We normally keep them like this because all of them, they're not friends. So we don't just mix them. So we just put them the way, the way they're friends. So here we have, this is Vivadi. Vivadi is a brother to Daniel. This is Star. This is an Explorer horse. So if you can proceed, I can show you the others. You can just kick. Come on, girl. Come on. So In Your Dreams is outside, the one that these guys are riding there. We have Star. Bracky. This is Bracky. Bracky is an Explorer horse, and is very, very gentle horse with kids. Most kids, they prefer to ride Bracky. So maybe if you kick. Yeah. So we have Ameiva is a pony. We have big ponies and small ponies, but Ameiva is a big pony. It's a very quiet horse, but mostly for the kids. Because adults, we don't allow adults to ride the ponies because they are heavy. So we prefer adults to ride big horses and the kids to ride ponies. This is Music. As you can see, he's a very gentle horse. Eso is an day's horse. We have Maraika. Maraika is for the tiny 5-year-old and 6-year-old kids. He's very gentle as well and very small. But does not mean it's a baby because it's small. It is still an adult horse, but that's a pony in terms of breeding. So we have Dance Till You Fall Down.
Oh, really?
That's the name. They have a very funny names. So it's a new horse to us. It's an Explorer horse, but it's also a private horse. as I told you, so we have Cherry. Cherry is a big pony. Yeah, mostly these big ponies are for teenagers. My girl want to eat. So relax. You normally do them when you're relaxed. Okay. Then you hold them like no, this way. Because you tell him go left, go right. Oh. Then you can tell them to, if you want them to move forward. Okay. If you want them to stop in case you're scared, you can pull back. The horse knows all those signals. Okay. Just tell him what you want. Okay. This is how they talk. Once you pull back, he knows you want him to stop. Okay. Once you pull left, he knows that you want him to go. Okay. And once you want to move forward, you just kick here. Okay. Yeah, they understand all those signals. So don't be scared. Because also they don't like somebody who's scared. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They can sense the fear, which they're social animals. Yeah. So all the social animals, they are very sensitive. And when they understand there is fear, they think something is coming to attack you, they take off. And that's why you can fall. Yeah. So you always have to be confident, smile to the horse, and keep patting them. This is assurance that everything is okay. They are like us, eh? Yeah. So in case you are getting scared, you might think something is coming to attack and it's going to take off. And that's why people sometimes they get accidents. Yeah. So be gentle. In case you are feeling a bit afraid of him, just pat. Yeah. And that assures him. And that you know through the ears. If the horse is so scared, you see him putting the ears forward, looking to that direction where he's getting fear. So what you do is just take the signals of the horse through there. If you want to bite, they fold them back. Then they're angry. They want to either kick or bite. Yeah. When the ear is like normal, like this, that horse inside is cool, is calm. Okay. Yeah. But once you see him ears looking forward and putting his neck up, then you have to be sure. You have to either check what is happening down, and then you squeeze lead to, because the horse might bolt. But otherwise, like my girl now is so calm, and once he does that, is because he wants to eat the grass. Yes, he's also hungry. The horse, they eat all the time. Yeah. So what you do is you normally pat them all the time, just to assure them. Yeah. So the reins, as I told you, don't. Come on, girl. Yeah, go there. Yes. Like when you want to go down, tell him no, through pulling up. Okay. So we proceed as I show you the others. So you kick, I told you to kick, remember? You have to be a very good student. So we have Prince, which is outside, the one that one of my staff is taking down there. Yeah, Prince is also a big pony. We bought them from Nanyuki because there's people who have ranches in Nanyuki, and we normally buy those ponies from there. So yeah, Prince, we bought him from Nanyuki. So just kick. Come on, girl. So it's affecting me. So we have Gold. Gold also is a small pony. Yeah, and it's very, very nice and gentle with the kids, especially with young children. So yeah, so Gold is it's an adult pony. Those are Ethiopian ponies because we normally even buy them from Ethiopia, especially the small ones for children. So yeah, so that's Gold. So we proceed and show you now Chewy. Yeah, just kick more. Be firm, eh? So we have Chewy. Chewy too. Chewy is a private horse. It's not my horse. It's a private horse. As you can see, it's a very, very beautiful looking pony. That is for show jumping. It's one of my client horses. Yeah, the owner goes to the show jumping, and she's very good at the show. Yeah, but those are private. As I told you, we normally stable the horses for other people in case we don't have a place to keep the horses.
Quickly, yeah. What is that hanging in the middle of the stable there?
You know, the horses, they get bald in the stables. So when it's bald, he can play with it. Yeah. You know, swinging the tail, biting it a bit, just to keep him it's like a company. Because as I told you, horses are social animals. When you take one out, the other one will get scared. So we normally pull them so that when the horse gets bored, he can play around with that ball. Yeah, so, yeah.
And how many hours do they spend in the stable versus out on the grounds here?
Horses, as I told you, they are social animals. If you stable them here, sometimes they can get stressed. We have a bomber down there where we normally keep them to graze them, so that they can go out and socialize and play with one another. So we don't keep them too much inside unless we are very busy. Sometimes on weekend we are busy, so we tend to keep them inside. Just keep kicking. Yeah. So we normally put them outside just to socialize and to loll and to bite one another and to play around. Yeah. So we normally put them unless it's really raining, we don't pull them outside, because when they start galloping around, they might fall and they're very heavy and break, or they get an accident. So during the sunny seasons, we put them outside for grazing and to socialize. But when it rains right now, we don't put them too much.
This one is called?
This is called Ask Me Nicely. Yeah, Ask Me Nicely is also a private horse. It's not my horse, but it's a show jumping horse, and it's very good at the show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There's one more at the end there.
Yeah, we have baby Rudy. Rudy was born at the stables. As you can see, Rudy is a bit small. He was born here. Yeah, we bought a pony which is from Nakuru, and it was accidentally it was pregnant. We didn't know, so the baby was born here, and we called it Mrudisha because he didn't have long legs when he was born. So he's a very beautiful pony, chestnut, and kids love that pony. So yeah, Mrudisha is the only pony which was born at the stables, actually. Yeah.
Okay, so as you've seen, a variety of horses, ponies, big ponies, show jumping horses, and much more happening here at the new Muthaiga stables. I can't believe I've been on a horse for this long. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. So maybe you should come, it's a nice outing for families and friends to just come and learn how to ride here. We're going to head back down that way. Right? Okay, so I am going to try and turn this horse around so we can head back down. Of course, that hashtag still Power Breakfast. I need someone to take a picture of me while I'm on a horse, so I have proof and evidence on my Instagram. Ibra, turudi uko chini. I get my phone. We take a picture. Ernest, you'll help me along here.
Sawa. What you do, you just always hold the reins properly. You don't hold them like this. So, but I'll show you when you start coming to land. As I told you, it's a riding school.
Yeah.
So the small finger should go underneath the reins. Then if you want him to turn, as I told you, you pull him on the left, you kick the right leg, the horse will understand the signal. And keep pulling a bit more firm. More. My girl will just turn. Yeah. So, and don't pull him. If you want him to go forward, don't pull. You relax and show him direction by directing where you want him to go. Yeah. Pull him on there. Because what happens with the horses, the one inside, they might bite.
Oh.
Yes. Let's go. I know that is your stable. He knows that is her stable.
So he wants to stop.
Yeah. So kick more.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We're going to take a break right now. Keep watching Citizen TV, and hopefully I'll make it to the bottom of the grounds here. We'll be right back.